Hello everyone and welcome back to the .NET world. Let's see today interview question on array in C Sharp. So the question is that we have to find the sum of integer array from given start and end index in C Sharp. So let's write the code and what are the conditions we need to write so that there will be no exception when you run the code. So first I will going to initialize the integer array. You can take this array from the input from user. So let's write 2 comma 5 comma 18 comma 1 comma 20, and currently I am taking start and end index, so I am assigning the initial value and we can change the initial value. So you can take the input value from the user for start and end index. According to that you can get the sum of integer array. So let's I'm taking the start index, which is n1 equal to 2 and integer n2 equal to, let's say I'm taking over here as a 4, and I will going to call the method is sum need to pass the array start index. So n1 is a start index and n2 is a end index, and we have to find sum. The public static void sum is a method. Take the parameter as array start index, or I can read like this, start index and int and index. So first we have to take sum equal to 0. So basically this will going to print the sum, total of values from start to end index. And so what are the conditions we need to we need to write so that there will be no exception should be thrown. So whenever you assign any index like n1 or n2, so you have to think of the conditions which need to be followed before you count, or if I say add the numbers or get the sum. So first condition would be like this: n1 start index should be greater than equal to 0. Okay, or if I say it should be greater than -1. Okay, so if the user try to put the index like -1 -2, so it should not going to take. So we have to write n1 should be greater than equal to 0. So its start index should be greater than equal to 0 and not -1 -2. The second condition we have to think like n2 should be less than equal to array dot length -1. Okay, so for example, over okay, we have to take start index like this and an index. So the array, for example, over here the length, if you see, it is a length of 5. So array is a length of 5. So it should be till 5. Okay, the array length -1, or you can like say it should be less than array dot length. So basically it start from 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so n index should be less than array length. So array dot length, it will going to get the 5, and n index should be till last index. Okay, the third condition we have to put like this, that n1 start index should be less than n index. Okay, so whatever the start index you are going to provide, it should be less than n index. It should be not greater than, like start index like 2. So 0 1 2 2 is 18 and 3 and 4 is a 20. So it should not like n1 should be 4 and n2 should be 2. Okay, so start index will never going to be greater than n index, otherwise it will going to throw the exception. Now inside this we have to write the loop, for loop, which will going to get the sum of array. Okay, so you have to think of these conditions first. So you have to follow these conditions, you have to write this condition, otherwise there will be a like exception will be thrown when you run the code, and when you not run the code, when you provide some input parameter in the index. So many candidates fail to write the condition properly. They know the logic means how you can get the sum between start or end index or from start to end index, but they don't know what are the conditions we need to be applied. So when they run the code, they going to get on one exception when we tell them to put start index as -1 or it should be greater than, then they think like okay, this condition should be added. Okay, so you have to be think of the conditions before writing the code, because it should not throw any exception. Okay, so let's over here write in my start index I should be less than an index I plus plus. So I will going to assign the I is equal to start index from where we have to count the sum, or if I say not count, where we have to get one by one value and we have to add, okay, to get the sum. And we can write like sum plus equal to array of I. So it will going to take I start index and it will going to add till end index. And after adding this, you can print the sum. Yeah, you can print the sum, and as part you can write over here, you can put any conditions like you can write any message, okay, for like n1 index, or if I say start index or n index, like where exactly the issue is. So for now I am like writing uh, given index value is not correct. Okay, now we will going to see the output, and we will going to see the conditions. Like if I put any wrong like input to the index, so what the like it will go in if condition, or it will going to throw any error or exception, or it will going to show the message. For now I am only writing the message, so you can handle accordingly exactly where the user has put the wrong data. Okay, so let's run this code. Now if you see, I got 19. Okay, so if you see 0, 1 to 18, 3, 4. Okay, so this is a wrong. If you see, it should like start index should be in 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so it is not taking the 20, it is taking only 18 and 1. Why? Because over here, if you see in the for loop, we took I should be less than n index. It should be less than equal to n index. So that it will going to start from start index and going to end. I will going to loop till n index. So now if I run this code, you can see my output will be 39. So if I save this and run again, see I got the correct output. Now if I change the index, for example, I want to start from 0 and it should take till 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Over this we will going to get the sum. So it should be like 20, 25, 26. So if I save this and run, you can get the output 26. So whatever the user put the index in the input, or if I say whatever user give the input to the index from start to end index, it will going to get the sum from the array. So whatever the user will going to give the input value of the index, it will going to get the sum accordingly. Now, for example, if I put n1 equal to -1, if I will going to run this code, it will not going to give the sum. It will going to go to the else part. So let's see the output. So you can see given index value is not correct. Same thing if I put n2, which should be less than less than equal to length. For example, the 4, the index. Okay, the index is still 4. So if I put n2 equal to 5, so you can see again given index value is not correct. Okay, if I put n1 4, okay, and n2 is like 2. So my start index is greater than an index. Now if I run this code, you can see again the message which is the given index value is not correct. So this type of the condition you need to be handled. So your code is easy to write according to the logic, but you have to follow some other things like the conditions, and you have to put proper conditions to achieve. There should be no exception should be thrown whenever you try to assign any like value. Okay, so yeah, that's all from this video. So the purpose of this video is to give the idea what is the like the question of the array and how you can write the code. Apart from that, you have to be like think on that condition. Many candidates fail to write the condition and they just directly write the code because interviewer are smart. So if they give you the simple logic code, there will be other parameters which you need to be think. So they will going to see, are you are you thinking of that other parameters apart from the logic. So if you writing the logic and giving the output, yeah, you got the output. So if the interviewer asks to give the input according to him, so if it fail, then your code rejects. So I hope it will help you, and thank you so much.